Hello everybody and welcome back to my model railway workshop. Today I'm embarking upon another model build, and this is not a show you how to, this is a how I do it. You can do it however you want, but I thought I would show you how I do it, so I don't want to be accused of telling people what to do. I just want to show you how I do it, and if you like the idea you can have a go yourself. So I've got all my parts cut out, as you can see, sides of the building, and I have covered them with contact adhesive on the base of the model, which has the pavement going all the way around. This will be covered with foam, which I can carve with the paving slabs, and it's nice and easy to push and fix into place with the Evo stick. Take the doorway as well and push that in place, and of course this is going to be covered up with some wood and concrete, because this is going to be a Tudor hotel. And as you can see, it's all going together really nicely. That contact adhesive is very easy modelling material. Now I've just got to get this one in exactly the right place. Push that down in there. You probably can't see, but put it like that. And then this wall goes in there like that, so I'm going to push that in place now. That's better, you can see now. And that, oops, is going to make the upper floor. There won't be a back on the building, it's merely a sort of a low relief, because it does push up to the back seam, and I don't see the point in modelling the back of the model. And I've got these other upper floors in place, so you will see that goes on there like that. And as is the case for most of these old Tudor buildings, they overlap the top slightly. So now I'm going to go away and cut out the upper walls and glue them down as well. And like I said, this will be covered in bits of black wood, painted black, balsa wood painted black, and then I'll fill in between the wood with concrete and paint it white, so it looks like a Tudor building. Well, that's the basic shell done. It's not looking too bad at all. Obviously I need a roof bracing support in here, maybe two, and then I'll put the roof on when all the walls are built and the windows are put in and the bottom is completely finished. I've also got to put my AA hotel lamp here. When all that is done, then I can put on the roof and all these roof bracing supports. And you won't see the inside anyway, because there'll be windows in. Well, I think the next job is to make all the windows for the hotel. And as I said before, you can take a photograph online and you can shrink it down to size using Microsoft Works word processor. That's what I've done here, and I've cut out one of the windows to size, all my bits there, leftover bits, and I've been making this window here. I'm just going to finish it off. As you can see, I've glued the paper to glued a piece of clear plastic to the printout, and I've left something here to work on so that I can hold it like this, and then onto the plastic I've glued all these little pieces of balsa wood, cut them out to size, made quite a nice frame. I'm going to put the windowsill on now. It's nice and easy to do. make sure that gets all the bits of wood. Probably got my hand in the way there without realising. Check the video back in a moment to see. And just push it in place, and the glue will dry nice and clear anyway, but just help to clean it up a little bit. It's going to be painted black anyway, the same colour as those old Tudor buildings were. And this glue will actually fill in any little tiny cracks or gaps between the wood. That sill just sticks out there at the front. And just put a bit of glue left over on this stick into those mitered corners as well, just to fill those little cracks in. And then just trim off when it's dry, top and the bottom, nice and straight. You can see exactly what I've done there. Looks nice, that does. Made quite a nice job of that. That's the first window done. Just got to trim the top and bottom when it's dry, and we can fit it in place. It should go in there like that. In place like that. Trim that cardboard a little bit and it'll go. Well, that's the windows in place. All the bottom windows have been built, and the door. Not many for the bottom of the hotel, but they're all in place. And I've got the down beams fitted in place as well. I'm thinking about putting some kind of decoration in here, but otherwise it's going to be filled with cement to represent the plaster that's between them. So now I'm going to start on the upper floor. Well, that's the upper floor done. You can see it's starting to look very good now. Just need to trim it up a little bit here and there. I've got a few more windows to represent the bedrooms in the top floor, and it's looking a little bit topsy-turvy, as these old Elizabethan Tudor buildings did, which is really what I wanted. And higgledy-piggledy, very nice. And I've also found this. This is by Langley Models, and it is an AA. I have to turn it on its side to. There we are. AA hotel lamp, and I promise you will see it lit up at the end of the series of videos, because starting to get too long. I think you're only allowed 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to do it in bits, I'm afraid. But there it is. Very nice. Now I have to do the roof. I will do the infill later and paint it, but I want to get the roof on now. So I've got to sort out some kind of roof for it. Okay, so I've made a basic cardboard box for the roof, and it is just a basic cardboard box, and I wanted it to fit like that, perfectly flat. When I get it on, fixed on properly, it'll be alright. So the tiles just go over the edge like that and into the gutter that. You see what I mean? That's how I want to do it. And then the down pipes will go at the back, I think. Anyway, I wanted it to hang over this edge. I like that effect. And I've got to put some woodwork here. I'm going to put the tiles on. They will just be basically card cut into strips, individual tiles. So that's going to take rather a long time. And then I'll come back and show you it done. Here we have the roofing tile job in process. I'm using some card, very thin card. Actually, it's from Warburton's Crumpets. Do like a nice bit of crumpet. Right, seriously. Marked up in strips and cut it halfway up the strip so you get a tile like that. Not all the way, otherwise you'll snip it in half. And got lots of them soaked in water and applied using PVA glue. And as you can see, it's made a really nice job. Obviously at the end you need your little offcuts to make up the half pieces that go here. Not bad at all. So we're getting there. That is looking really nice now. Look at that. There we go. All finished. Tiling is done. Got some ridge tiles along the top to neaten it up and finish it off. And I've got some ceiling strips down here to make it nice and neat and tidy. So the rain runs down into the gutter on both sides. All done. Lovely that. That's starting to look good now. Not quite as good as LNR models or some of the other people that I follow, and they follow me. But it's looking pretty good. It might be even better when I get the concrete on in these infills here and get it painted black and white, black wood, white infills. Make it look Tudor-esque. The windows are looking really good. Very nice they are. Okay, so I found some plaster in my storeroom and I've mixed it up to quite a thick consistency. I'm just finishing off the last of the panels on the building now, and I've applied a layer of PVA glue. This will help it to adhere to the cardboard. If you don't use the glue, then it will come straight back out again. A bit difficult doing this with one hand, but you can get the general idea of what I've been doing all over the building. Just got to smooth it off a little bit here and there. Here is one place where it needs to be smoothed off. And it's not looking too bad really. It looks quite good. It's a nice texture on it. Okay, so all the panels have been completed, and it's taking a wet paint brush and going over it just to take off some of those rough little bits like that sticking up here and there. The plaster is starting to dry, so I need to be quick and get all this done. That's it, just brush off those. I used the trowel to smooth it off as best as I could, but it couldn't get rid of all these little crumbs that are on the surface. And the brush just makes it a little bit more smoother. As you can see, just these little bits here just want ironing out a little, just to make it a little bit smoother. looks a little bit better, doesn't it? I mean, in real life, these old Tudor buildings weren't perfectly, the plaster wasn't perfectly smooth, was it? So, yeah, I think that's okay. Just a little bit down here, just to smooth off a little bit. There we go. So I'll just finish this off now. There we go. That's the plastering done. That's pretty good, that. Not bad at all. Very pleased with that. Of course, now it will just be painted white and the wood will be painted black. Just got to add a door handle and some guttering along here, down here, and that'll be it. Put a bit of a chimney on as well. I think I'll put a block of balsa wood, represent the chimney, probably in the middle here, I think.
And welcome back to the final part of the hotel build. And as you can see, the wooden beams have been painted with creosote rather than black paint. I just didn't think black would look right in model form. The plaster, well, that's a mixture of beige, a little bit of yellow, and it just takes the stark whiteness off the plaster and makes it look a little bit older and faded. I've called the hotel Fawlty Towers, although the model doesn't look anything like Fawlty Towers. I really enjoyed the programme and I thought I'd have a little bit of fun. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.